I don't
Sorry, I
know.
was late to the game.
If you haven't already, it is time to create those goals for this month. Okay. And one thing that I loved that I learned in Gold School, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of things from Gold School, both Alina and I, because we are very passionate about Gold School now. And we're very passionate about creating goals on our team, because really that's the name of the game. So, one of the things that they said, at Gold School was to change your expectations, stay focused and driven, and have an attitude of positive expectancy. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing a lot when I'm going to be sharing a lot of the golden nuggets that they gave us. And I'm going to read them probably slowly. I might read them a couple times because I want them to make an impact on you. I don't want to just read something and it go right over your head. So think about that. Have an attitude of positive expectancy. So this month, when you're making your goals, I want you to really to focus on, okay, what would be something that's a little scary? And I encourage you guys, be a little scared, like make a goal and then maybe push it out a little more. And so it scares you a little bit. We should all be scared by our goals because first of all, who wants to be wimpy and safe with their life? Not me. Yes, I'm one of those crazy people that does jumping and then I do it wrong and then I'm like, I can do it right. Let's go. I don't think my husband would ever let me do it again. But anyway, so this month, if you guys don't know how to do it, make sure you talk to the person that signed you up or someone on your team. You want to pick a goal and then work backwards from that goal. Okay. And I think a big part of it is we could say, oh, we want to go Ruby this month. And then we we don't do anything to figure out, okay, what activities do I need? Like working backwards. So if I want to go Ruby this month, that means I need to add 300 points. Okay, where are those points going to come from? Like you can't just throw out a wish and a prayer, thinking, oh, I hope I can go up by 300 points. It's like, let's say I'm gold right now and I want to go senior gold. So that's 150 points, right? And so I got to figure out where are those 150 points going to come from? So those 150 points, part of it should obviously be from me, right? How many people am I going to enroll? How many people am I going to get silver? Who on my team has people that can develop to silver? So working backwards, right? So figuring out where those points are going to come from. And then the next step is going to be, what activities do I need to do to get those points or get those relationships going so that I can sign people up? Because just remember, this business is not just transactions. It's relationships, right? So what activities do I need to do to get those relationships going and having people say yes? So tell me, what is one of the best things to do for activities? I want to make sure everyone knows this. There are some activities out there.
One chat event
is doing the calls and voice messages, which is something I'll send voice messages all day. I don't know why calls scare me because it's like, I don't know, with the voice messages or the text messages, those kind of things, it's like, it can be a reaction. And who was it that was saying like he had gotten the message and whatever it was? No, the girl that spoke that said she waited a couple days to open the email because she could kind of see what it said and she was scared. And so it's kind of the same thing when it's text. So when it's a phone call, you're getting that instant yes or no, like right there on the phone. And it's a little scarier, but it works. And that personal touch makes all the difference because there's no emotion in text.
So definitely making phone calls, right? Like text is not how we want to just be sending our messages. So we want either voice messages or phone calls. You guys don't be afraid of phone calls. I almost think I'm much older than you guys. So I used to talk on the phone all the time. I don't know if you guys were teenagers and did that. You guys probably had cell phones, but having a phone call is so good. I can tell you the 4 people I signed up this last month, I jumped on the phone with them and it made all the difference in the world. And one person was like, she told me no, but then I could tell that she kind of wanted to do it. So I'm like, can you just jump on a call? And so we did, and it made such a difference. And I was able to answer all her objections on that phone call, you know, and really assure her that she was making the right decision for herself. So definitely phone calls. Okay, what else? What other activity? Ian, what did you say?
Uh, chat events.
So
Like
chat
online
events. Yes, 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 yes. Each one of us this month should be having at least one event a week. If you want to hit a goal this month, if you want your team to grow, if you want to start those relationships to help people get started in these products, you need to have at least one event a week. And that could be, I mean, there's multiple options. There can be chat events, right? Super simple, takes 15 minutes. You can do it from anywhere. You could be in the middle of a crazy event in life and still do a chat party. What are the other ones? Sip and sees. Someone said a sip and see. Yes. Do back to school sip and sees. What is a sip and see? Invite a few people over to your house and make a pink drink and talk about how it's helped you. Talk about the triplex. All you need is a sentence or two. It's super simple. Be very formal as you want, be very casual as you want. I would encourage you to just be casual, make it comfortable for people. A sip and see, an in-person event, accelerates the whole process by a million. I can promise you that. So if you can do something that's in person, face to face, looking people in the eye and figure out what problem can I help you solve, it makes all the difference in the world. And let me tell you, Alita and I, we have gone, like, we just know what worked for us in the beginning. And one of the biggest things we did was were sip and sees. We would meet even in Panera once a week, once or twice a week. Super simple, right? Even if it was one person, and invite them over and say, bring a friend. And that made all the difference in the world. I still have people from 9 years ago still with me on Plexus. And I know it's because I invited them either to my house or Panera or Alita's house. And that made that relationship building, that community makes all the difference in the world. So sip and sees, if you're able to do it, do it. And if there's other Plexus people around, whether they're on your team or not, invite them, do it together. If you can have 2 or 3 people share how Plexus has helped them, it makes all the difference in the world. And if you need help figuring out, well, I don't really know how that goes, let me know and I will tell you exactly what to do. It makes all the difference. Okay, so I would say third, do a Zoom sip and see, which is the next best thing, right? If that person lives in a different state and I can't be with them face to face, get on a Zoom sip and see, because you can still share how Plexus has helped you, share what, you know, a couple of those products do for does, and then you can have interaction. I would encourage you, maybe don't make it so huge so that you can have that Q&A time, or say, if you have any questions, I can hop on after the Zoom is done. But Zoom sip and sees are a fantastic way to do it. And people are used to doing Zooms, right? After COVID, everyone was on Zoom. So now people are pretty comfortable jumping on Zooms. So anyway, day 2 of reset. Ask me how I'm doing. I'm thirsty, okay? No, I love reset. It's amazing. I already lost 5 pounds. Now I'm sweating. Anyway, so definitely doing those sip and sees is huge. So right now, listen, imagine me, I'm in your face. And why am I so intense right now? Maybe it's because I am day 2 of reset, but also because I know this works, you guys. I know this works. And if you want to grow your business, which that's what I'm assuming, since you're here on Power 30 on a Tuesday morning, I'm assuming that you want that same thing. So make your goals and then tell me what activities you're going to be doing, because your business is not going to move if you don't do activities. You can say, I want to be diamond all day long, or senior gold, or ruby. And if you're not doing activities, your actions are not matching what you're saying, your goals. Okay. And that's just the truth of it. Alita and I grew. Hi, sweet baby. Alita and I grew our teams. And back in the day when we were ranking up, it was a lot more difficult to rank up because you would have to sign somebody up. You didn't get points for them. And then you would hope and pray the next month they would order again so you would get points. And that's when you would rank up. So, I mean, now it's a game changer. Like we ranked up quickly back in the day, even under a system like that. And it's because we did this face to face. We would go on tours and just go and do events all over the place. Alita and I even did a sip and see in a laundromat. Like we were just there for it. So I would encourage you guys, make your goals, make sure that it scares you a little bit, and then go ahead and set up those activities. And no excuses. It's August 6th. And listen, I'm speaking to myself. I don't have mine all scheduled yet. And get those on the calendar and help and ask your team, say, hey, let's do this. Help your team do the same thing. Duplicate it down. Alita, what was the big word for Gold School? What's the biggest way to go gold or get people gold? Starts with a D.
Duplication.
Yes. Okay, so
I love that you-
duplication. What? I feel like a teacher. You guys, I am a homeschooler, so I like the interaction. I like asking questions and stuff. So it's just not me talking. But one thing I will say after this Gold School, what I realized, and I even just had this thought last night, I was thinking about Gold School and getting people gold and my business. I'm like, you guys, it's not difficult. It's not, it's very simple. And it's not difficult to even get people gold. Imagine this. Okay, we should always have the goal. Alita and I have made a pact. We are going to go to every Gold School and we're going to make sure we have a new gold every single time. And guess what? That should be your goal too. And if you're not gold yet, you start that and then that be your goal after you go yourself gold. Okay. It's the person that shared at Gold School. She was a diamond. She just became diamond after 9 years of being in Plexus. And she made a pact with herself that she would go to every single Gold School and have a new gold. And guess what? She's done that. And now she's diamond. So success leaves clues. So that tells me there's something to that formula, right? There's something in that recipe. So you want to make sure that you make that same goal. And you know what? It's not complicated. Like we drove down to Atlanta. Sometimes we're going to have to fly. Sometimes we're going to have to drive. You know, hopefully it works with our schedule, but we will make sure that we have a new gold every single quarter. They're every single quarter. So those of you guys, I know some of you guys just went gold. Ian just went gold. John just went gold. I apologize if I don't know who else just went gold, but it's like, I know Sean is going to be going gold this month. It's like, make sure that you put that date on your calendar. You do whatever you can to get yourself there. And you ask, okay, who can I bring with me? Because you still got time. And I loved it. Imagine this. Remember how I said it was simple? If I said you need to sign up 4 people a month versus I need to sign up 1 person a week, doesn't that 1 person a week seem so much more simple? 1 person a week. And let's say, hey, I missed that. I don't miss up. So then I have to sign up 2 people that week. Having those smaller goals will make all the difference. And so I want to encourage you guys, think, okay, I know Ian already has signed somebody up this week, right? And so he got his 1 for the week. So let's say he signs up 2 this week, then he's ahead of the game. It's like 1 a week. And then what are we going to do? Each one of those people that we sign up, we're going to have them sign up 4 people. And that's how you go gold. Each one of us can go gold every single month. And adding a gold leg, how many points is that? If I add a gold leg each month. And another thing about me, I'm okay with silence. Like it doesn't make me feel awkward at all.
100.
I guess that's 100. That's exactly right. So let's say I want to go ruby and I'm sitting at senior gold, adding a gold leg, that's another 100 points. That gets me to 350. And then what if I help 1 or 2 people on my team add golds themselves? Like, there you go. There the points are coming from. So you guys, really, I want to encourage you guys, make Gold School a priority. Make Gold School going gold each month a goal of yours, and then get those goals happening. Because it makes a difference, and you guys can do this, okay? And one of the things that I love that Diamond had said, I forget her name. Alita, what's her name? And Rossetti or
Angie
Ambros-
Ambrosetti.
Ambrosetti. That's right. She said, depending on what I believe I do, I never feel rejected. So it's like, just knowing that this is a business that really changes people's lives. If we know what we do, the impact that we have, and just go back to even how the products have helped you, it's like, I should never feel rejected, right? I should never feel rejected because I'm here. I'm a life changer. I am a professional encourager. This leadership position that we've been put in, it's a privilege. So we should never feel rejected. Never. And I will tell you one thing that she really hit on that I just love is the mindset of everything. And Leah, I don't know if you want to add anything at this time, but I do want to talk about the mindset stuff just a little bit. I'm going to read the part of the book that you guys will read when you go to Gold School. Okay, so I want you to just hear this. Even close your eyes if you need to, or write it down. So this is a fixed mindset versus a growth mindset. Okay, so fixed is not what we want. We want to always be growing, right? Always be growing. So a fixed mindset avoids challenges. A growth mindset embraces challenges. I mean, that's night and day, right? Like that one is going to make you stop. It's going to freeze you. You will not grow. Your business will not grow if you have a fixed mindset and avoid challenges. And one of my favorite phrases that I've learned over this business is being kind is clear. So there's always going to be issues, right? Because you're dealing with people and relationships, and not everybody's going to love the products or whatever. Don't avoid them. Being kind is clear. Just hit it head on. Leaders are not avoiders. All right? Leaders are not avoiders. So we want to embrace those challenges. Okay, second, a fixed mindset sees efforts as fruitless, where a growth mindset sees efforts as a path to mastery. So I know that a big part of when I was first building my business, and I'm over this, but it has taken me a lot of years, is I would be afraid to fail. So I'd be like, I'm not even going to try because I'm going to stink at that, right? Like I'm going to suck. I don't want to be the suck, so I'm going to not do it. Whereas now it's like, I'm okay if maybe I'm not perfect, but I'm going to work towards that mastery, right? I want to run my business with excellence. Am I good at this, and this? No, but do I want to get better? Can I get better? Absolutely. So I want to see my effort as a path to mastery. And it's the same for you. And it could be anything about this business. It could be phone calls. It could be doing lives on Facebook, which I still don't love. Can I do them? Yes. Do I do them as often as I should? No. So that's definitely, that's something I need to learn to master. Okay, so a fixed mindset ignores constructive criticism, and a growth mindset learns from constructive criticism. I hope and pray that you have someone in your life that will loves you enough, someone that you trust enough that they can speak truth into your life, and you receive it, don't take it too personally, and then want to grow from it and learn from that, because that makes all the difference. I've been very blessed to have Alita in my corner all these years, and sister tells me like it is. She says it kindly, right? She does it with love, but it definitely has made a difference. Because even as leaders, if you have people on your team, I hope and pray that you can speak truth to them in love and that they can learn from it. Because we don't want a fixed mindset in that. We don't want to ignore criticism. And you know what? If you don't have anyone that can speak that to you in this business, take some time to self-reflect. That's even a great thing. John Maxwell self-reflects every day and journals about it. That's something that we can look and say, well, what did I do great in this day that I worked, or in this event, or whatever the case may be? Do some self-reflection too. Okay. A fixed mindset, oh, I already wrote that. It's threatened by success of others. Growth mindset is inspired by the success of others. Okay, I'm going to probably give you some of the best advice I've ever learned in this business. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, because all that does, it takes you out of your game. It shuts you down. If you are inspired by what others are doing and their successes, it's a beautiful thing, because what I love, the fact that Megan went sapphire and diamond in the same month, what does that do? Does that threaten me in any way, shape, or form? No. What that does, it inspires me, because now I know it's possible. I would have never known that was possible before if Megan had not done that. So one thing that I did in the early days, and it's a battle, you guys, it's a normal, right? We're human and it's easy to compare, but all it's going to do is steal your joy away. It's going to slow you down. It's like, you can't look to the left and right to go like, oh, they're going this fast. They're going faster than me. It's like blinders on. This is my business. They're not paying my bills, and you will only stall out. You will only slow down if you are threatened by other successes. That's the truth of it. So if I could go and grab your faces and say, learn this lesson, learn it, because it's such a waste of time. Whether it's in Plexus or anything else in life, whether their kid is doing this or whether their marriage is like this, it doesn't matter. And I can tell you on a personal level, I struggled in my marriage. We've been married, it'll be 28 years in September. And I would look at other people's marriages and go, man, I wish we had what they have. Or, boy, that husband, look what he's doing. And I would focus on where my husband was not doing those things. And guess what that created? You can imagine. Do you think that's a happy marriage when I'm, looking at other people and comparing? Absolutely not. And so we had some struggles. And guess who caused those struggles? Who did I think was the problem in this situation? I thought it was him, but really it was me, right? Because I was focusing on the negative versus things I should be thankful for with my husband. So when that mindset switch, guess what? Our marriage is the best it's ever been in years. And it's been that way for a long time now. And I'm so, so grateful. And I get so frustrated with myself that I wasted so much time comparing myself and being threatened by other successes, right, in their marriages. And now, thank God, I came to this realization, this truth, and I stopped. And our marriage is amazing, but I wasted a lot of time, you guys. Same thing in this business. Do not waste 1 second of comparing yourself to what others are doing. I would encourage you, be inspired by them. Like when they have success, know, hey, I can do that too. I can absolutely do that too. And that will be a game changer for your business. So I think that's all I have for the fixed mindset versus the growth mindset. You guys just know you have the choice. You have the choice. And this month you can make it rock, or you could make it stagnant, or you could go back, or you could waste another month in your business, not working the business that you can do. You can hit those goals. You just have to decide, how am I going to try and show up? What kind of mindset am I going to show up with every day? Am I going to be consistent with my activities? Am I going to look at those no's as okay, that's another no. I'm going to keep going for those yeses. You guys have the choice. And I'm telling you what, there's no reason that any of us on this call can be we can all be diamonds. No doubt about it. We can all make such an impact in other people's lives that will be generation after generation, change their families' lives. So today, if you haven't done it, go ahead and make those goals for the month, and then work backwards, right? Ask yourself, where are you going to get those points? And then what activities do I need to do? Get those on the calendar. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. know where you're going this month and what you're going to do. Now, do we need to pivot at times as business builders? Yes, but just have a plan and have a lot of hope, have a lot of faith, have a lot of expectancy for this month, because literally each month is a game changer. It's like I love it. It's like Christmas morning when it hits that first. It's like, okay, it's like a whole new um, story that can be written this month. So I love you guys, and I'm hoping and praying that this month that our team just kills it, that we just grow and reach our goals and do amazing things. I don't see Alita. Oh, there she is. Do you want to share anything about Gold School? I know we talked about doing this together, but
I would just add, Lisa, first of all, you killed it. Thanks for being vulnerable and sharing. I would just add to that this is a lot simpler than you're thinking it is, right? I promise. It's like, okay, so how many people are on here on a Tuesday morning? There's 19 people. I have a team that literally, when I download my reports, I can't print them all off. My team is so massive, right? So there's thousands of people ordering on my team, and there's 19 people on here. Like, I want that to set in for a second. You don't have to go and find thousands and thousands and thousands of people. It's a lot of people doing a little. So just take action. Get out of that mindset of what if I can't do it? What if I can't do it? You're not supposed to do it. Right? We do it together as a team. It's Rachel going and finding one. It's Lisa going and finding one. It's Nicole going and finding one. It's Dolly Lynn going and finding one. It's one person a week, right? And you think about it, if you opened a brick and mortar store and someone gave you business advice and says you only have to sell one triplex a week, you'd be like, I'm going to go out of business. If you're in construction, someone says you only have to do one house a year, right? You're not going to feed your family. If you only do one thing a week, typically you're not going to succeed in business. Thank you, ma'am. You want to say hi? Say hello. And so when you think about that, it's like, this is what makes this business so amazing, is that it literally, it's like, go find one person a week, network to where you find one person a week. That's it. And build your business from there. And it's like, I get paid crazy money and I sign up one person a week, right? It's like, that's easy. It's easy to do. So don't get in your head over complicating it. And I think that's the thing, is it's like, you inspire people to do things. If you feel uninspired, that's on you to figure out. So like, when I'm in a slump, or maybe I'm like, oh my gosh, overwhelmed, right? We love that word. I'm like, we feel overwhelmed, the kids, schedules, all the things. I know it's my responsibility to pour something in. Like, I listened to an amazing podcast this morning, and it literally is, everybody feels overwhelmed no matter their circumstances, right? Everyone has the option and the choice to feel overwhelmed, to feel sorry for themselves, to feel like, wow, I'm the busiest person on the planet. We all think our heart is the hardest hard that there is, right? So we get into victim mentality. We want to share our traumas over and over and over again. We want to talk about other people. We want to fixate on our own stuff. You can't help people when you're so fixated on your own self, right? And so it really is, it's like pouring into our own minds. Okay, this is a choice. Somebody out there has it harder than me and are working harder than me. Am I going to be willing to do that? It's like my kids with sports. If they lose a spot or they don't make a team, it's like, well, somebody else could have been working harder than you. So why should they suffer because you didn't put the work in? Where God closes one door, he opens another, right? And so really focusing on, you can't compare yourself to a journey that you're not participating in. So stepping out there and putting yourself in a place of, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know where the people are going to come from, but I'm going to do the activities that can bring me somebody in. And I believe in leaving a legacy for my family. That's what drives me, right? Is I want more for my family. I wanted to give them opportunities and options. And so that was what drove me. What first drove me was paying my mortgage. Right? So like letting that just get you in a place of, why am I not doing the things to take action? It's called paralysis of fear, right? It's our brain is on loop to protect us. So we get scared. So when Lisa's saying all these things, it's like, go and do. The truth of it is if you're inspired, you're not going to need anyone to tell you what to do. You're going to figure it out. You're going to be like, I'm doing it, right? It's like, if I'm inspired to get on a health journey, I don't need to hire a trainer to show me how to do bicep curls, right? What I need to do is be inspired to do it myself. So it's not the gym's responsibility to get me in shape. It's my responsibility to go to the gym, right? So thinking of it like, how can I take responsibility for myself, my journey, and feel like I'm kicking butt? The other thing I want to add is that if you have a winner's mentality, 90% of the time, you're going to feel like you're sucking, because that's what drives you and motivates you and pushes you forward. You're like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. That's super normal. So just know that that's part of having a winner's mindset. It's usually you're going to be like, let's go more often than you're not. And so just taking the small steps of action, posting on social media, sharing with a friend. I want to give a shout out to Nicole. She's literally brand new and already has someone coming over with her to my house tomorrow morning to learn more about the business, which is amazing. So that was super brave and really awesome. And so it's just taking action. It's taking one step of action. What can I do today to take a step of action? So I loved it. Lisa, that was so good. Thank you for sharing, ma'am.
Have a good day, you guys. Go kill it.